All right. It looks like we're live. Boy, that almost didn't happen. Uh, there's some days where everything functions nice and easy, and then there's some days where everything runs extra slow, seemingly for no reason. And today is the latter. Boy. All right, here we go. Now it's all coming up. Now it's all coming together. Okay. All right, we are back. Back again. Yeah, gonna be an interesting ride. It's been thunder and lightning here, and everything's running a little wonky. The internet's been a little slow. Herobotic in the Discord just mentioned that his power is out, so he certainly won't be tuning into the stream. Uh, I can see from here my wow. Just watching my and it's going so slow. Like everything here is a little bit of a mess, but we're going to persist. We're going to move on. We're going to do it all anyway. But that's okay. The folks are here. They're here. They're in the theme park. That's what they want. That's why they're here. Wow, Streamlabs is really struggling to stay now. I don't want to have to restart the stream, but I will. Streamlabs seems to be really struggling. Ursula Grimm, hello. Welcome in, my friend. I'm supposed to give the old mystery box a spin every so often. But we got Ursula Grimm in the house. Who knows who'll be here? The next few days are going to be a little interesting. We got a lot of our regular friends are going to be off traveling, headed out to Vegas for WrestleMania weekend. The land section turned out pretty nice. Pretty nice. There's a little bit of empty space there, but I can't be too upset about that. Adam NX67 with the big 5-0, the 50 watch. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. That is incredible. Oh my. Wow. Well, thank you, Adam. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who rolls in. I don't know when Nika Beans and Encrypted Cryptid take off for Vegas for WrestleMania weekend. They might be on a plane right now for all I know. This could be a very quiet evening here in Planet Coaster. But we're gonna have some fun. Knee Goblin Max, welcome in, my friend. Happy to see you. Boy, I'm really happy with the progress we made on this park. There's a lot of goofy, dumb things that we made. I'm really happy how I slopped together this fake monster truck that's on display when people walk in. That feels right. This whole little sort of pseudo Main Street USA section feels right. I feel like we gotta put something right here. Wow, what are the people so crowded in here for? What is happening here? Oh my gosh. Okay, one of the Tomorrowland robots broke out over there and is wreaking havoc. What is happening? What is happening? Thank you, Adam NX67, for telling me where the free viewers are over at stanleyspadowski.com. I'll believe it when I hear it from the man himself. All right, we gotta stick something right here. So let's see about shops and facilities. I mean, we could put like something there that's scenery, but I feel like maybe we need like a first aid station. I don't know if we have one of those anywhere in the park, and that seems unsafe. It doesn't need to be. Hey, I don't think that's a bad joke at all. I think that's very funny. I thought that was pretty good. Caribbean first aid station? Yeah, what the heck? Oh, we already have one right across the street. Yeah, then we're not doing another one right there. That's crazy. What about maybe they need a bathroom here? Like I feel like we got a lot of people here. in this one little section, and they don't have much to work with. Let's get a look at this. So Cowboys, and I'm guessing the other side says, oh no, it's literally just Cowboys. Is there not a, a women's room? Okay, well, whatever. The game knows what it's doing. It knows what it's doing. The robots have risen up against us. Daleks and the Cybermen all over again. Oh my God. Watch out. Watch out, everybody. All right. And we got a lot of stuff in the park. I want to see like what kinds of rides do we not have yet? Like what do we have I think one of each of these at this point. So let's see. Gears of Fear? I don't think we have whatever that thing is. I think we have one of these maybe. It's hard, I always forget what we do and don't have in here. Is that the Helion ring? Yeah, oh, I remember this thing. More coasters, more coasters. All right, well let's see. The thing is we only have so much space and we have a lot of coasters and we have a lot of things that are in places like we could fit a coaster probably here and maybe one around back behind this. It could be hard. I think the ground's going to need to be like evened out. So we may end up having to do some terrain work if that's the case, but let's take a look at the coasters. If I recall correctly, all the remaining coaster options are like they have huge footprints and they have a really hard time like fitting. Yeah, my map is well, the thing is like the map is small except that it's not. Like when you really dig down and look at it, like all this stuff is just huge, you know? But let's look and see. Maybe there's a coaster that'll jump out. Oh, there's a train coaster. I don't we that feels very on brand, sort of a Big Thunder Mountain thing. Seems like something I might do. All right, let's see. I have cat hair everywhere, all over me today. One of those days. Yeah, that's right. What this amusement park needs is more maps of more photos of Spider-Man. Yeah, train coaster for sure, and I think the spot for it is up here by this castle. If we can find a spot where it's going to work. It's got a direct above view. Okay, somewhere like that is going to work. I don't like the entrance being tucked all the way back there, though. Now let's get an above view and see if we can't change our angle a little. It's going to be tough. They'd have to come from like Tomorrowland or something. Maybe this isn't so bad. We just make a line that goes off over that way. Boy, that's real inconvenient. All right, maybe there's another spot for it. Day Without Darkness, welcome in Bobby Gilbert. Bobby Gilbert, we don't see much these days. Happy to have you pop in, pal. Always happy to see Bobby Gilbert. Bobby Gilbert, one of the channel OGs. I think somewhere like here is probably our best bet. The trick is going to be, I think we need to lift it up. Like we're going to have to go like that. Because then it doesn't matter if the ground underneath it is level. Okay, and now we did keep our entrance way over by where the people come. Okay, all right, all right. I think this is gonna work. Well, we're happy to see you, Bobby Gilbert. Oh, that's right. This ride's gonna be called the Hype Train. We had a hype train last night on a Monday, no less. Unreal. All right, we're gonna place our entrance. We'll put our entrance like here. Place our exit. The exit can go like here, I think. Although I always preferred it when the exit, I guess they exit over here. Yeah, let's do that. Got to connect the paths. So we need the queue to come off of here, but let's find a queue that makes sense with my ears are still blood filled. Oh my goodness. Bobby Gilbert. Okay, that's not the look we want. Boardwalk isn't really quite the look we want. Well, actually, that's pretty good. I like the wood slat boardwalk. What's going on over here? I'm getting alerts on the phone. Got to make sure I'm not missing anything important. Okay. Let's go ahead and hey now. All right. Yeah, we'll take the stairs all the way down to the real world there. Now we're going to go switch to the regular path mode. Oh, that's real.
But in this business of show, you have to have the heart of an angel and the hide of an elephant.
But you've never actually had an audition.
Well, excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Joey Nails, welcome in, my friend. Now that we got folks rolling in, this is as good a time as any to remind everyone of a new policy here on the channel. This is a fun one. Anytime, Encrypted Rye. I was just wondering if you and Nikki were already on a plane headed to Vegas. I don't know when you all leave, but I know it's got to be pretty soon, and you've got to be psyched. I'm so excited for you. I hope you guys have the best time. But new policy here on the channel. Any stream where we hit a level 3 hype train. It happened last night pretty quick. It only takes a handful of gift subs and those kinds of things. Anytime we hit a level 3 hype train, at the end of the stream, I will do a Perry lore drop. We will watch either a match from early Perry wrestling. We'll watch a clip of one of my bands from before I was wrestling. Maybe I'll throw in some of my stand-up from when I was doing stand-up. There's all kinds of stuff to share there. And I know people always enjoy seeing the old stuff. There's old wrestling skits from when I was new. So anytime we hit a level 3 hype train during the stream, we will get a Perry lore drop at the end, but it always has to be a community effort because that's how the hype trains work. It's very hard to have a hype train with just one person giving. So, because I know Joey Nails would think about it. Joey Nails would be thinking like, how much do I have to give to make this happen? It's got to take everyone. It's a collective effort. But we don't always have to do that either. We can just hang out and have fun. Nothing wrong with that. All right, we need to test the ride. So the ride is testing. Let's go ahead. Oh, we're going to watch first person view, baby. Oh, I like this. I like this Big Thunder Mountain stuff. Flight is at 6 a.m. Oh my gosh. That sounds like an early wake up time. You guys going out of Boston or Hartford? Crossing my fingers, you say Hartford. Hartford is always, for me, the better experience. There you go. We'll get sort of this view. This is sick. Yeah, this is Big Thunder Mountain. We're going to have to do a whole bunch of scenery around this, make it really crazy. Like put a bunch of big trees and stuff here so that when you're going on this, like there's like a tree line. Hartford, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The better of the two airports. It's always a little pricier to fly out of Hartford than Boston, but it is worth every penny. I insist that is the case. 2 layovers on the way out, red eye with 1 layover on the way back. Hey, the way back is the time to have the red eye. Because who cares? Who cares if the travel back wipes you out? You're coming home to your own bed. You get to relax. But when you're headed out there, you're going out for the adventure. You don't want to get there and be tired. Um, yeah, we did a pretty good job of that being the case when we went to Japan. The flight out was exhausting, admittedly. But that's, it's always exhausting to fly to Japan. All right, let's open this thing up. Let's open this pit up. It's always exhausting to fly all the way out there. The truth be told, it didn't matter. The excitement was so much, like I wanted to sleep on the way there, like desperately I wanted to sleep on those planes. And like anyone who knows me knows I am always in some state of falling asleep. Like I'm just always tired and kind of falling asleep. But not on that flight. I was amped. I was psyched. Bobby Gilbert says, "Whatever you do, do not look up Trouble by Liv Morgan on YouTube." Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I've seen people sharing it around. I think that's interesting that she has, I guess she's starting some kind of music career, which is neat, good for her. I hope it's good. I hope she has a lot of fun doing it. I hope she makes tons of money. Why not? Of course it's awful. It's a it's a slop together pop song for a non-singer. She's a wrestler. I'm not surprised, but you have to look at it through the right lens, right? You have to look at it like this is some weird novelty song for a girl wrestler. Like it's like when all the Japanese, the Joshis, have their little idol songs that they put out, and it's weird and it's hokey and it's kind of strange. But this is like our version for American women's wrestlers. So like you gotta look at it through the right lens. Through the right lens, anything can be kind of fun. Random Disney Pixar wrestling fact: a famous wrestler voiced a character in the video game Cars Race-O-Rama. Guess the wrestler. Um, I mean, my money's on John Cena because the time when that came out would have been right when he was getting whatever kind of like voiceover and screen work he could get. So that's just my guess, but I'm basing it on nothing other than like pure conjecture. All right, let's put some trees up around here, or like maybe there's like a theme we could have here. What's a good theme for a train ride? I mean, I guess surrounding it with trees so that we're just zipping by. Randy Savage, says Bobby Gilbert. Was it really Randy Savage? I would have thought he would have. Was he still alive when those movies came out? That's amazing. Good for him. That's honestly awesome. Like that rules. There's a casket in here? Oh. Arr! Maybe my park is cursed. All right, let's see. I mean, I guess the thing to do here is just type tree so that we only have trees and apparently tree decorations. I do kind of need daylight, and it's suddenly like nighttime here, so kind of strange. There we go. Now it's morning time. Ah, crisp, beautiful morning. Look at that. Let's see. How's this look? Ooh, this is looking pretty good. Yeah, let's put that right there. Give it a little twist. Yeah, we're creating like a canopy. Yeah, maybe this is like a rainforest train. Those branches are a little low, but that's okay. Let's go like right here. And we got to put one over here. But let's give it a little, yeah. There we go. Just a bunch of trees, whole bunch of trees. What about a runaway mine train? Oh, a little Runaway Railway action. See, I get the references. I know the parks. I know the parks like the back of my hand. Um, I have not yet finalized our schedule for the full day stream coming May 16th, Saturday, May 16th. Mark your calendars. Put a reminder on your phone. We are going to be streaming all day. It'll float by on the little ticker down there. It'll go by. It'll tell you all about it. But the plan really is like I wanna stream the whole day. And I believe at some point in the day we will probably break out the Epcot sim, Future World or Future Port 82. We will probably we will almost certainly break out Disneyland Adventures and do a little bit of exploring through Disneyland as it was at the end of October, beginning of November 2011. A very cool little time capsule in that game. Let's see. How's this one? Yeah, we got a lot of trees. Yeah, we're just surrounding this thing with trees. This is a tree land now. It's the rainforest. Rainforest Cafe, the ride. You guys remember Rainforest Cafe? Am I the oldest man on the planet? Anyone else ever go there? We used to have one in our mall out here. Nick of Beans rolling in with the air horn. The air horn and the NASA badges. Respect. Okay, so Day Without Darkness has been to Rainforest Cafe not that long ago. That rules. Yeah, just one of those things I always really liked. And I know that, like, I definitely think my mom always was kind of like, you guys really want to eat there? Like, the food's not very good. And she was right. Food was not very good. But that really wasn't the point, was it? We're getting some really nice infill with these trees here. We got to get some smaller trees and fill in. Yeah, that's going to work. We got to fill in the areas that don't yet have trees. This is going to make riding this thing crazy because we're going to be like going through branches and stuff. But I'm older than dirt. Oh, come on. Look, if there's anything I know, it's that time only moves in one direction and it is undefeated. I've been saying it for a couple of years now. I got loads of friends who love to pick on me for being older than them, and I got, I was going to remind them, first of all, I ain't that much older than they are. And second of all, just like Grandpa Simpson says, I used to be with it, and then they changed what it was. And now what it is scary and new to me. And it'll happen to you. Now, honey, it's just a nice train coaster. Thwack, branch to the face. Yeah, basically, yeah. And I'm okay with that. I think this is kind of funny. Whoa, what is this thing? Oh, I like that. Yeah, let's get that in here. Yeah, let's give a little one of these and throw that in there. Looking pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, there's this one tall curlicue, and I got to figure out what tall thing we can put up that. How tall is this tree? Oh, it's not even close to big enough. Come on. They don't have like a redwood in here. The poplar tree's closer. Can I do that? And then, like, can I just stack them so it looks like, oh, I totally can. Okay, that rules. I'm glad I did that. That's ridiculous and silly. Okay, cool. Now that I know I can just stack trees on trees. Now we're looking to cause some trouble. Oh, look at this little thing. Little bitty. Should I just put one little random tree somewhere? Just like, boop, just escaped from the bunch. Grandma used to say the older you get, the faster time goes, and she was right. Yeah, I think it's a relativity thing, right? Because when you're young, when you're a year old, a year is your entire life. It's been so long. And by the time you're 41, for example, 1 year, like I've done that 41 times, that's nothing. Just zips right by, just boom, boom, boom. I believe it was the great philosopher the great philosopher Smash Mouth who said the years start coming and they don't stop coming. So, think about that. All right, let's ride on board with this guy and see what we've done. We're going to take a first person view from this guy. Okay, I already like the trees everywhere. This feels more immersive. This is a good call. This was the right thing to do. Oh, I'm almost out of beverage. I may have to get up and go find a beverage in a minute. So Adamatic67 says he mostly knows Keith David for his work on Gargoyles and Princess and the Frog. You would also know him as narrating a lot. Oh, right through the branches. Yeah. Oof, oof, eat it. He narrated a lot of the WWE documentaries over the last 20 years. Like there's tons of them where he's the guy narrating. He also narrated a lot of the Ken Burns documentaries, the ones about like the Civil War and all, the baseball one. I believe he narrates as well. But he also had an incredible role in one of the later seasons, one or two of the later seasons of Community. Yeah, his voice is absolutely iconic. Yeah, I really don't mind if the branches, like if we get whacked by branches here, that really doesn't bother me. Oh, Bobby Gilbert, are you talking? I just noticed talking about a horror movie from '88 with a wrestler from WWF. Are you talking about They Live with Rowdy Roddy Piper? Uh-oh, why are we stopped up here? Did the ride break? We've been stopped a long time. Oh, it just released them. Okay, never mind. I just got impatient. Seemed weird that it would take that long. I do like the look of the trees on that, though. I think that was a good move. That's right. He did narrate the Community episode with the Civil War pillow fight. Pillows and Blankets is the name of the episode. It is my favorite Community episode. Some time ago, while the world was shut down, I befriended a community podcast on Twitter. Guy who runs it became a friend of mine and invited me to come on the podcast just because he knew I was a fan. I shared a bunch of I would tweet about Community every so often, and he thought it was funny. There was an indie wrestler who was like a big fan of Community. So when I went to go on, it wound up being almost like a press junket. He got a hold of a bunch of his podcast friends, and yeah, ultimato instead of an ultimatum. Uh, he actually got a bunch of his podcast friends who have Community podcasts, and they kind of all got on a group call with me and took turns asking questions. Yeah, right. Like it feels fun, it's immersive. Like I kind of do want to go try it out again. Like I wandered away, but I would like to board it again and give it a ride and see what it's like. Let's take the view of like this person. We'll go take it for a spin. I think it looks great with all these trees, although the sun I think is setting on our park right now, so who knows how it's going to look. I just realized I have all the audio from the game muted currently, I believe. And we're gonna have to fix that. Oh, the moon's out. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that because I think this will be a lot more fun. A lot more fun if we can hear the ride and stuff. But I had muted it because I think the last time we had this out, there were people setting off a lot of bit alerts, and I didn't wanna overshadow the sound from their alerts. Don't want to mess up their sounds. I do see the Nightbot telling everyone about the big bit alerts, and I should remind everyone, this box back here, that box floating and spinning in the air behind me, that is our mystery box, and every time someone buys it, or every time we start a fresh month, it starts over. It starts with 3 toys from my collection, 3 trading cards from my collection, and every stream that we go where someone doesn't buy it, I add 1 more item. But when someone buys it, it starts over. So, it's a little bit of a risk reward. How long can you wait? Will someone beat you to it? So far, the first one was purchased about a week ago by Mr. Joey Nails. He bought the mystery box about 3 days after round 1 of Mystery Box Roulette started. So he'll be getting that very soon. I think he said he was coming to grind this weekend. He might. Oh, all the branches. Oh God, on my face. Oh. Still very nice. Like, this is lovely. I'm really surprised it let me put them there where the branches get in the ride. Like, you would think that it would probably not let you do that. Branches. Okay, this is a little creepy where we're just stuck in the middle of a tree. Bobby Gilbert says, make a ride based on Artemis 2. The rocket that they just took up to float around the moon, you mean? Is that what we're talking about? Yeah, it reminds me a ton of Big Thunder Mountain too. God, I love Big Thunder Mountain. I love everything in those parks. All right, let's bail out of the first person view here. Yeah, I think this is good. We can always add more trees later. They're free. I got Day Without Darkness popping the show a toy. So I do have a number of things here that I've been hanging on to in case someone popped the show a toy. I am going to take a small departure from our normal show a toy though. Rather than straight ahead show a toy, I'm going to show a book. I just got my copy of this. I backed it on Kickstarter when it was started. Derek Acosta from Mega 64 always has a lot of side projects that he's running. Right now, he just his Kickstarter for his feature-length film that he's making just finished. It just completed and was successful. So he's working on that. He put together a collection of horror and like gross, like gore style comics where he wrote all of the stories, and then he collaborated with a bunch of different artists to bring them to life. And the compilation book is called Phobia, and this just came in, and it is. I mean, I'll give you guys just a little taste here. It is really nice. Like it looks super good. And like there's so much different art from so many different artists, like the styles vary greatly as you go through it. Really, really cool. And I backed this Kickstarter with money that came in from all of you fine folks supporting the stream. It came from people doing gift subs, people popping bit alerts. This was Twitch money that I did this because I've been setting these goals on Twitch. We have, I believe we're a little bit past halfway to the current bit goal. Yep. Yeah, a little bit past halfway. And we're creeping right up on the follow goal and on the wow, creeping right up on the sub goal as well. Um, I set those goals and I tell everyone, we have a project we're working toward. We're getting a new mic for the stream so that the audio is a bit better. We're getting I just put the order in today because the Twitch payout came. Getting a stream deck and a little hub so that I can have little sound effects and cool wipes and things that happen on the stream. Um, but I always earmark just a little bit of that money that comes in from the streams to support small creators. So I backed Derek Acosta's film. I bought Phobia from him. I'm planning to pick up a couple of toys from some indie toy makers. I backed MC Lars's Kickstarter to do the vinyl re-release of his first full-length album, The Graduate, which was a really important album to me in college, and that succeeded. So, I because I'm a small creator, right? Like I'm small potatoes here on Twitch. Right now we got 7 of us hanging out and having a great time. That's small on Twitch. It's meaningful and it's awesome, but it's small. So when I can, I'm going to try to support other small creators. Now, Bobby Gilbert said, make a ride based on Artemis 2. We kind of already have a whole section that we could say is sort of based on Artemis 2 here. Technically, Adam, I am 6'3", but I'm definitely 6'4" with the boots on. Hello, I'm back. So I was distracted snuggling with dogs. I've been distracted snuggling with cats. My office cat at my work will not leave me alone. He is adorable and he climbs all over me all day and then he hangs out on my desk and there's no stopping him. He is a force of nature. And if he keeps it up, I'm going to adopt him and give him to my parents because I can't have any more damn cats here. He's not still stinky. They washed him up over the weekend. They finished his grooming and he does not smell anymore. All right. So like I said, we sort of already have like a whole section based on Artemis in a way because we have this whole Space Mountain section. I know it's dorky and weird, but definitely my favorite ride is this monorail. Like, I mean, come on, it's straight out of Disney. Can we change the colors a little? Hey, don't go away. I gotta see you. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna close it when it comes back around, and we're gonna mess with the colors so we can make it really look like Disney. Smelly cat, smelly cat. What are they feeding you? When Taylor Swift brought her out on stage as Phoebe to sing that song, yo, mega pop. I saw that clip floating around on TikTok. I was out of my mind for that. That was so awesome. Okay. All right. And we are going to close this ride temporarily. It's temporary. Don't be upset, people. I see everyone leaving. They're all bummed. Ah, geez. All right. So let's see. Can we? Yeah. Yeah. This is what the people came to see. It's all about those blues. What about what color? No, 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 no. What about this? If we yeah, that looks more like the Disney monorail. Okay, and we can go ahead. Oh, operator color. I didn't know we had choices for this. Where's the operator? What color am I changing? I don't see anything. Oh, it's her shirt. Look at that. Changed her shirt. Well, I think it should be blue. I mean, everyone else in the park's wearing blue. Might as well. Want to make a movie called The Horseless Headsman. Interesting. Oh yeah, no, Ursula, we all when I was first putting this in, the whole chat was just monorail, 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 monorail. I have a small dog snoring next to me and a big dog who thinks she has a laptop. Yeah, yeah, my work cat is a bit like that. Who keeps Atlantis off the maps? Who keeps the Martians under wraps? We do. We do. Who holds back the electric car? Who made Steve Gutenberg a star? We do. We do. Oh, I didn't realize we could add our own music. Oh my God, you guys. I can rip the audio from the actual Disney monorail and have it play when we go inside this thing. Which reminds me, I got to turn the sound back on in this game. You all have been so polite just sitting here listening to just me with no other noise. That is so sweet of you all. No one has complained. Monorail. Monorail. I hear those things are awfully loud. Glides as softly as a cloud. Is there a chance the track could bend? Not on your life, my Hindu friend. Were you sent here by the devil? No, good sir, I'm on the level. All right, let's see here. Soundtrack can come up a little. Okay. Resume. There we go. Now we have some park noises. What about us brain-dead slobs? You'll be given cushy jobs. Max, you weren't alive, I don't think, when these episodes of The Simpsons were coming out. Sorry, everyone. Max was born after 9/11, so she is a fetus. She says I was not. Okay, so then you don't have an alibi. Look, I'm very thrilled with myself. I thought that was very quick-witted. The ring came off my pudding can. Take my penknife, my good man. I swear it's Springfield's only choice. Throw up your hands and raise your voice. Monorail, monorail, monorail. The main street's still all cracked and broken. Sorry, Mom, the mob has spoken. See, this is, I think this is our Artemis ride, right? The shuttle? Or maybe this one? God, these all look awesome. Okay, we need a maintenance guy out here. We got broken rides. Guys, we got broken rides. I can't believe no one in the chat encouraging me for my hilarious joke. When I said Max was born after 9/11 and she said I was not, and I said, then you don't have an alibi. Come on. Come on, people. Jokes like that don't come along every day. Mono, don't! Fix the ride, guy. You're right there. It's your only job. Fetus. I love this ride, but it is terrifying. It's got a real Epcot vibe to it, though, and I really like that. Oh yeah, that's true. If Cody pops in, he's even younger. Adrenaline in my soul. Holy crap, it's Cody Brooks. It doesn't ride. Adrenaline. Off the hook. Holy crap, it's Cody Brooks. I don't know. I'll workshop it. We'll come up with a theme song for Cody. No one tell him we're coming up with a theme song for him. It'll freak him out if everyone types it in when he comes in sometime. He comes into the stream and says, hey, everybody, and everyone at once just spams lyrics to a fake song we make up about Cody Brooks. I bet Joey Nails probably wandered off already. We could do that to him, too. Alright, let's see. We got this whole space here. We gotta do something. We need, like, something here. Let's take a look at the rides, see what we can throw in here. What is Gears of Fear? What? It looks scary. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't think I need that one necessarily. The big dog just stared at me while I sang. Big dogs. Oh. So I'm just glancing over at the Discord and getting caught up. Some great stuff. Guys, if you're not on the Discord, you are missing out. Alright, let's pick a ride to throw in here. I'm kind of thinking, I think we already have that one. Let's try the Helion Ring. Yeah, because if we put this like here, then we've still got room for another one. Let's place our entrance like here. Place our exit like there. Yeah. Yeah. Adrenaline rush, adrenaline rush. Adrenaline rush, adrenaline rush. Wish I could be with these sweet dogs all the time, but alas, they are not mine. Oh, that's right, your dog's sitting. Joey, Joey, Joey Nails, Joey Nails. I need more content on how that one goes, because I feel like if you all type it in, I gotta sing it. Oh, you know what we should do? Oh man, I kind of wanna break out my my old song making software and like write a little punk jingle for Joey Nails. And when he comes in, I hit the thing and it plays, like, and no one tell him that we're doing that. But everyone have the lyrics already ready to just bam spam the chat with it. Like, are these good pranks or is this dumb? What am I doing? I think is a fair question. What am I doing? There we go. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Little exit over on that side. I'm liking that. Liking that. Anytime Cody Rhodes is on, I fall asleep. That's a shame. I mean, yeah, maybe you just need to sleep more. You know, don't underestimate sleep. Sleep is important. All right, let's launch this baby. Let the people give the people what they want. And then we should like put something here. We should put some scenery in here. He's boring. What's boring about him? Who I guess in that case, like, let's not dwell on the negative, right? You don't, if you're not enjoying Cody Rhodes. Who are you enjoying? What wrestlers have you been enjoying? In fact, you know what? Everyone in the chat. What wrestlers have you been enjoying lately? Like, who's been on that you've been like, man, I can't turn it off when this person's on. You know? Is it like, is it some of the gals over in WWE? Is it some of the, maybe some Joshis? Is it maybe the guys in AEW, someone in ROH? Indie wrestlers? Hikaru Shida. When's the last time Hikaru Shida even wrestled? Like, I haven't, admittedly, I don't watch any of the products, so, like, I don't know, but I feel like I haven't seen clips of her on it for a long time. See, I like that, Adam. You say you could give me a list. I like that. That means there's a lot you're enjoying. That's good. Alright, let's get rid of the tree thing here, and let's maybe see what all we can put in here. Let's see if something, like, jumps out at us. Like, what would we put here? Like, what looks like it goes with this? Sort of a red and blue look. What is this? That's like fireworks. Cargo crates. Do 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 do. She just returned recently, had 2 matches, but yeah, she's teasing a heel turn. Oh, that's cool. Okay, good for her. That's great. Yeah, I enjoyed Hikaru Shida when I've seen her work. Yeah, I like that. I know it's always hard to look away when Miyu Iwatani is working. Her stuff is incredible. MJF is, I mean, can't remember the last time he had a match that I didn't think looked amazing. Okay, let's see. Hangman Kenny, the conglomeration of Okada, Takeshita, Joe Hendry, bits and pieces of Danhausen. Hey, anything Danhausen does is gold, man. You are cursed. Shida, Willow, Statlander, Tony Storm, Mina Shirakawa. Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, look, I don't buy a lot of wrestling figures. You know, I tend to be more of a make 'em myself, and like sometime soon I am going to buy some of the scans of some of the old Hasbro figures, Yokozuna, Earthquake, Typhoon, Bam Bam Bigelow, a bunch of those guys, and then we're going to paint them on stream. Like, that's a project that's on my list. But I do keep Danhausen nearby, because he's an inspiration, and I wouldn't call him a friend, but an acquaintance. You know, we chat every now and again on the internet. He's a good dude. You know, we met one time, worked a little bit in a battle royal together, and that was about it. I participated in a seminar he ran in Maine. Really, what happened was I showed up. He's running a seminar for the kids, and I sort of sat in because a lot of the kids didn't have questions for him, and he was kind of running low on material. So I snuck in and started popping the correct questions to help sort of guide the kids in the conversation. But yeah, he's a great dude. I keep his toy around. Another toy I'm looking to get, because I that old Hasbro style toys, those are the toys that I like best. This is one that I'm probably getting very soon. You know, I'm looking at it as a indie toy company, so like probably using some Twitch money to support. But Kayfabe Heroes does the same style, the old Hasbro toys, and they released a Tenryu that comes with the Triple Crown belt. Come on. How sick is that? It's old man grouchy Tenryu era too. Like, they didn't go with like young Tenryu, they went with old grouchy Tenryu. Yeah, that's been on my list for a little bit. They only made 500. It's just a 500 in the set, so that's what I'm really looking at. But they've made some incredible ones. Also way up on my list. Probably picking this one up. But it comes in a bunch of different color waves too, so I got to figure it out. They made a sick Bull Nakano. I mean, come on, that Bull Nakano is amazing. And they do have it in multiple color styles. This is just one of them. Really, really cool. Let me see. I'll see if I can spot one of the other color waves they have. But yeah, those have been on my list for some time. Oh yeah, there's one. Here we go. Actually, this one might be the best one. I kind of like this one a lot. Yeah, really cool. Bull. I always said Bull Nakano because that's how they said it when I watched back in the day, but I believe it is pronounced Bull Nakano. Not that, I mean, she's not going to watch my stream. She doesn't care. I also, it's been on my list as like a maybe, not a huge priority, but it is a great figure with a removable hat. They have a Dory Funk Jr. that looks just stellar. Like, very cool. Yeah, they put out a bunch of really cool toys, and they're a much smaller, like, you know, we all know Zombie Sailor, the Heels and Faces series that made the Danhausen. We all know them, but like this particular brand is a smaller brand. Yeah, they got Bad News Allen, the Berserker, Flash Funk. Oh man, I could scroll this and talk toys all day. But we have a theme park to build, so I'd better focus up. Better focus up. All right. Look, we got a park to build. Okay.
You can't give up. You gotta stand right up. You gotta run to a window and say,
"Hey, these floors are dirty as hell, and I'm not gonna take it anymore." Day Without Darkness, the first with the salute emoji. Had it ready to go. All right, we are so back. All right, let's. We're trying to figure out how to decorate this, and I'm thinking maybe like some funky lights or something is the way to go. Let's see what happens if I put in lights. We could do some kind of crazy lights. There's tiki torches. I like that. What are these things? Oh, those are little itty bitty. Okay, that's too small. I want something more noticeable, something big. Oh, they got like lantern chains. That's pretty cool. We could have some lantern chains running around it. Oh man, skull torches. Yeah, the ability to make a pirate's park in here is really crazy. Hey, what's up, light? Get it? There. Just some lights. And then let's street light the entryway so that they can people got to be able to see, you know? Seems important. There we go. And then I think we should probably throw down some trash cans here. Let's go with yeah, the old rustic bins. Our internet's down, my phone froze. Oh my goodness, you missed it. That's a good figure list, Bobby. Alright, let's go ahead and put one of those there, and one here. And then we need some benches. We need benches. One there, another one there. Yeah, I like that. Oh, look at that. The people sat down right away. They were just dying to sit down and enjoy the lovely park. Ah, you love to see it. In fact, you know what? They get some extra trash bins because we want to keep the place looking clean here. Also, anyone who's ever spent any time in Epcot knows the fanciest table to eat your food on is the trash bin. Because there's never anywhere else to frickin' eat. Alright. Let's see here. We definitely got to fill in this area with something. Boy, people back here seem to like that ride. What do we think? What are we thinking? We got some densely filled areas. Like, there's some areas I'm really happy with that I think we've done some really good work. I'm a big fan of how this came together. This little area with our sort of It's a Small World style walkway that leads back to our little Land of Dragons roller coaster. I think that came out really well. In fact, let's take a walk through that. Let's pick someone who's headed that way, and we will go to their point of view. See, I like this. This is awesome. This is my jam. Like first-person walk through a theme park. Again, May 16th, Saturday, May 16th. We're definitely going to do a bit of this in the Epcot Sim and in Disneyland Adventures, because we are going to be streaming all day, May 16th, all day. And that is going to be a blast. Really looking forward to it. Got a lot of cool things planned. Maybe some special guests popping on the stream. But yeah, you'll have to come. You'll have to hang out. We're gonna make it a fun day. It's the Streamiversary. 3 years of Twitch.tv/Perry Von Vicious. 3 years of Monday Night Perry. I think we're at 2 years of Tuesday Night Perry and closing in on a year of Wednesday and Thursday Night Perry, as we've expanded the stream and made it longer and longer. People, come on, walk around each other. Did I not make these paths wide enough? Is that what's going on here? The dragons really make the scenery here really nice. I hope this person gets on the ride. Let's go on the ride. It's great. We gotta wait in line, just like in a real park. It's really giving us the experience there. All right, I gotta grab a beverage. Everybody hang tight. I will be right back. Enjoy the ride. Bonus points. Look, while I'm gone, chat amongst yourselves. Tell me what Hasbro scale toys I should grab. The retro from Mattel, or the Hasbros, or the Heels and Faces by Zombie Sailor, or the Kayfabe Heroes. Look some up. Find me some cool ones. And bonus points if you drop a link in the Discord. I'll be right back. Okay, so I was muted, sorry. The Galoob, Sid, I actually have two of those. I have a loose one that is on a little shelf in my gym in the basement, and I have one still in the package that a fan gifted me. The Hasbro Sid, I really like. Based a lot of my own figure on this. I used to have most of the Hasbros when I was a kid. Collected them way past when they were current too. Like they were sort of second hand at a collectibles shop, but like being sold at the same, like, you know, $4, $5 that they were new. And this ride rules. Yeah, you know, now that we did that other one where we put all the... Oh my god, okay. Watch out, thing. Now that we did that other ride where we put all the trees around it, now, like, my brain is like, oh, what kind of stuff can we, like, put around here? Like, can I build a platform and put a dragon up here somewhere? And if I do, then I'm committed, right? Like, if I do one, I'd have to do a bunch. Let's see. Oh, we got the tunnel right down the middle of this. So we could put something there. Wonder what we can use as a platform to put a dragon in there. Oh, it's pretty narrow, actually. I think we'd have to be like out here probably. Sort of like what they do on Big Thunder Mountain, where they have like the things that are on the mountain around you while you're on the ride. So as you come around, all of a sudden there's a thing that just whoosh, just goes right past you. Yeah, that's something to think about. Something to think about. See, I like that this Castle Go-Kart ride sort of came with a lot of its own greenery and stuff. That was pretty cool. We did some serious greenery additions around one of these things. I think it was down here. Yeah, we did like this whole like garden area here. Pretty pleased with that. Oh, and this one. Yeah, this one came out really nice. Yeah, we did some cool stuff there. All right, let's see if we go under scenery, what's like the weirdest thing that we can put in? Like what's like the biggest, strangest? Oh, Adam NX67 still finding me figures. Let's see, what do we got? Yeah, and so I had this one. I had this Undertaker. I actually sold it on eBay not long ago, and I got considerably more than what they're asking for it here, so I feel like that's a big win. It is very cool. That OG Undertaker look was always my favorite. The Old West Gravedigger Undertaker was always my preferred version of the character. We've never done this one in the dark. Oh, there, it's daylight out again. Boo! Yes, Old West Mortician. That's the term I wanted for it. Oh, they've turned everyone away. Is the ride broken? Everyone seems to be leaving. Yet ride status broken. Mechanic en route. Alright, now we play the waiting game. What do you guys think? We got all kinds of spots that we can put some more stuff in here. We can like something here maybe, and like we can have a little path come out to it. Let's check on the rides. Let's see what rides we can fit in there. Oh, you coasting? Oh, we coasting. We out here planet coasting. Elmira Marks. We out here planet coasting. Let's see. I'm thinking we gotta put some ride right here. Let's see. And like, you know, it was pointed out earlier, we do not really have enough coasters. Like, we definitely need more coasters. We put the train in. What's this like? Oh, that's like a Stingray? Wow. Okay. Whatever that thing is. Like a boat? What is this? What is Acropolis? Oh my goodness. This looks crazy. Oh, it's nice and small. Oh, I like that. That's gonna fit, baby. That's gonna fit. Let's go. Alright, let's make sure that we're... That's our load-in area there, I think. Okay. So if that's the case, we're gonna need to rotate it to about there. Yeah. I knew there'd be another way to get it. Yesterday I had a job interview, and they skipped the questions, went straight into showing me the job. I think that's a good sign. That is a good sign, I think. Well, I'm hoping you get it. Is it one that you're excited for? Well, let's see. Hang on. If you want to chill out a bit for one. Let's see. What did Adam... Oh, man. Yeah. So what's interesting about these figures... I'm gonna show this one real quick. What's interesting about these Noah figures from the early 2000s, they look like they're regular action figure scale. They're actually a little bit smaller than the Hasbros, but too big to fit with the Keshis. So like they're in this very strange place. They're like 3 inches tall instead of like the standard 5 for a Hasbro. Yeah, they're a very strange size. But they are gorgeous. There's a Vader from that set that's really nice. The Misawa's really good. I don't know if you've ever seen the AAA action figures from back in the day with like the La Parka, but these are incredible. Like really beautiful. They're not posable really. I mean like you know, the waist moves, but that's kind of it. But man, beautiful figures. Like they're just stunning on a shelf. All right. We gotta open this thing up. I like the music that just switched here. Really, really cool. Digging that. Alright, entrance is placed and exit is placed because they're built in. Now we just gotta connect paths. Let's go with this one. Yeah. Gotta connect our exit. Oh, we gotta come a different direction with it. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. No, gotta come over here. Dang it. Come on. Okay, so I think I have to undo that, and that's the problem. So let's just... come over here. The little dog that's been snoring next to me for a good hour just woke up. Hit a big stretch, then popped right back down and started snoring again. That's pretty much how I operate. Except for the big stretch. I don't want to do that. Alright, delete path. There we go. Let's X out. Let's go back to paths. Go to queue. There we go.
And we're just gonna all the way to the end here. There we go. And now, we come over here. We can do any damn thing we want now. There. Look at that. Perfect. Alright, now I think we can open this thing. We can open this pit up. We have to test it? Oh yeah, we gotta test it. Alright, well, we're taking the ride, baby. Oh, I like this. Yes, this is my kind of ride. I love a boat ride.
This was my clothes all right. When some years ago, I was at Disneyland, and it was right before the fireworks at night on Main Street, and everyone's standing around waiting for the lights to dim for the fireworks show, and the lights dim down, and someone next to me says, "All right, let's open this pit up," and all at once, me and about 4 other people, kind of a little bit quietly, but in a gruffled metal voice, all went, "This was for the close surroundings." Got a big laugh from the section we were in. Thankfully, they all got the joke. Oh, hell yeah. Come on, baby. Yeah, this is my kind of ride. Oh, that view, come on. With the train zipping by. Oh, come on. Let's go. Today I was talking with Johnny Torres. I may take the plunge and pick up Planet Zoo so that we can build a zoo on stream at some point. It seems to be on sale at the moment, and I think that would be really fun. This is awesome. Come on. Come on, I know we're building to a splashdown. Oh, they're really making you wait for it. Oh. Caught us in a little clickety-clackety to bring us up. Here it comes. Wait, the Jurassic Park builder? You've got health insurance. Fucking prove it. That rules. Callous Dow Boys. Yeah, for sure. I always forget that that's their name, and it's such a thing. It's such a thing that I would know. Because it's like, that's a novelty name for a band. Like, come on. The Callous Dow Boys. So good. So good. Okay, we don't need to ride it again. We can open the ride. I think that's fine. Why does that one set of stairs look transparent? Is that just the style? What is that? What is happening with the... Oh, I see, it is. It's literally, they're like carpeted. Okay, well, that's cool. Someone's got to go on. Hey, you people, what the heck? We opened the ride. It's open. Come ride the ride. That's awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. I have some good shows coming up this year. In just a few weeks, I'll be seeing Steam-Powered Giraffe for the first time since before the pandemic, since I think 2018, maybe 2017. I think it was 2018. Really looking forward to that. Yeah. Hang on. I'm looking up the Jurassic Park game now. It's literally called Jurassic Park Builder, and it's a free download. What?
crazy. Oh, there was a Game Boy Advance game of that? What the heck? Yeah, Jurassic Park 3 Park Builder on Game Boy Advance you can buy on Amazon? What? What? So many questions. Amazing. Amazing. Ridiculous. Everything I'm reading about it is ridiculous and absurd and awesome. All right, so we got a bunch of stuff going on here. We could put some more stuff around this. I think I should put something right here. Like a shop or a facility, something. Information, park entrance. Some food. We got food and stuff right there, so we don't need much. Small attractions. Oh, no items. What? Show me the DLC items. What is this? No, I want to know what it is. Is it like oh, it's like a fun house or something, or like a freak show kind of thing? What is this? What is this? I insist on knowing more. Oh, it's like an arcade. Oh, it's Car Day? Like arcade? Oh my god, and it's got the little fortune teller and stuff. Oh my god, I love it so much. It is, I can't put it anywhere though because I don't have it. It's part of a DLC pack I don't have. Those DLC packs, man, they're gonna get you. Jurassic World Evolution 3? Ah, let's take a look. Now, I have follow-up questions. Do I need to have seen anything other than just the first Jurassic Park movie for that game to be awesome? Because that's all I've seen. I've not been able to bring myself to watch any of the others. Oh my god, this looks insane. Does Johnny Torres know about this? I'm sending it to him now. I'm going to tell you guys what he says. I'm surprised he's not here. Parrot that does metal vocals with its own. Oh, I've seen clips of one bird that does the "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor" song. That was viral years and years ago. Oh, it has its own little storyline. Oh, that's cute. All right, messaging Johnny Torres. Did you know about this? And late. That rules. I love the idea of baby dinosaurs. Why is no one going on this ride? It's open and it looks awesome. People, the ride is open. Why would you walk on by and not come on in? Do I need to, like, make it more enticing somehow? Should I do some scenery for it? Are these people gonna go in? Finally! Somebody with some common sense. Let's see, scenery theme. Let's try fairy tale. Okay, alright, I can work with some of this, I think. How big is this? Is this big enough to go around the walkway? People can just walk through it. Like, does that work? Is that up in the air? Is that just floating? Oh, I hate that. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. No, 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 no. I hate it. Of that game. Also the second one. Man. Yeah, it sounds like it's really good. Not really Hasbro, but here's one I saw in Walmart. Oh. I do love Doink the Clown. Oh, that is super good. So this one is actually modeled after the ones that were the old Remco. These were built off of the same base as the He-Man figures back when. And I always like those. I love the soft goods. You know, the soft goods jacket. I would buy this just to keep that and put it on a Hasbro Doink. Oh my god, okay, hang on. Now I need to see how that would look. Hang on. The Hasbro Doink did not have a paint job that I really, really liked very much. I think they, yeah, in the retro line, they just put a Doink out. So he's probably cheaper to get than the OG Hasbro, but the OG Hasbro had real hair. Yo, the OG Hasbro Doink had real hair, you guys. Real hair. Like, let's take a look here for a second, okay? Like, let's just imagine with me, if you will, a world where I have this OG Doink with the real hair with the jacket. Right? Right? I mean, the newer Doink is also very good. Like, could work in a similar way. Right? Like, that could still totally work, and I think probably goes better with that jacket. But the real hair. I mean, really, I think the thing to do is to get this, and then put this head on it. Unreal that it had real hair. That Doink is missing a finger. Good heavens. Poor guy. Let's see. Should we put a fountain here somewhere? Is that... would that draw people in? Royal Gazebo. Gazebo. Bulbous Bouffant. That's a deep cut, if anyone knows what I'm referring to. Anyone familiar with Bulbous Bouffant? The Bridge Mix, the Bridge Mix. Right. I think this is looking pretty snazzy. Many guests are thirsty. Sucks to be them. Alright, yeah, let's put out some beverage places. I mean, they came all the way out to this water ride. We might as well let them have a beverage, I guess. Whatever, bunch of whiny babies. Look, there's beverages over there. I mean, I guess we'll put one closer. Why not? Guys, I as usual, running behind my skis a little bit. I did not tan before this, which means when I'm done here, I have to take a quick shower, dry off very thoroughly, because you have to be very dry to put on fake tan. And then I gotta go put on fake tan and then stand in front of a fan for like 30 minutes so it can all dry on me so it doesn't just rub off when I go to sleep. Baroque, this is a drinks shop? Good heavens, that's huge. Oh, it's part of a DLC. I don't want DLC. Don't show me the DLC. I don't have the DLC. Don't toy with my emotions, game. Bobby Gilbert says, tonight isn't great. Oh no, what's wrong? You not having a great time? You don't like the stream? I'm having a lovely time. I'm building a theme park. And pirate drinks, why not? Put it like right there. In fact, while I'm at it, let's put a second one up. Well, let's just see. Is this one that's double-sided? No, okay, it's not good. Ooh, it's all coffee. I like that. Yeah, give all these people more coffee. Give them some damn energy. Let them get hyped up to run through my park. No one ever gets back to this ride. I mean, it's broken right now. We got a maintenance guy fixing it. It's nice that he beat me out there. Thunderstorm, which I don't mind, but there's currently a tornado warning. Hey, I mean, okay, look, maybe where you live, that's more common or something. I always find that stuff very exciting. God, now I want to know what one of these doinks with the real hair goes for on eBay. While I wait for this ride to get fixed and for someone to come ride the dang thing, I'm gonna go look it up. Michigan rarely has tornadoes. I mean, the same can be said of New England. Adam says, today sucked at work. Painting those Lego train wheels I bought on eBay was a nice relaxer before the stream. Hell yeah. I did see that they came out looking really, like, they look nice. I saw that in the Discord. That made me happy. I like seeing when a project comes together, you know? Hasbro. Doink. See what eBay has to say. Okay, these people just finally got off this ride. I'm waiting to see if someone gets on it, because I'll take their point of view and watch them ride it, but I don't see anyone headed that way, unfortunately. I mean, it is a little ways out there. Wait, are they just going to go on it again? Did they have such a good time that they're just going to do it again? Do it again, do it again, do it again. Go up there, come on. The maintenance guy's stuck behind him. Look at that. Huh. Alright, let's see. The Hasbro Doink. The one with the real hair appears to be difficult to come by and a little bit pricey. And often missing a finger, it would seem. Yeah, it looks like with fingers missing and looking a little ragged, it still goes for about 30 bucks or so. I mean, I'm not above fixing a finger on an old toy. You know what I mean? Like, that's not really that heavy a lift. Well, Doink will have to be on the eventually list. Yeah, South Dakota, you guys get tornadoes all the time. Yeah, we had a good little thunderstorm here. The wind kicked off so hard. The front door in our house is not great. So unless it's locked, it can just kind of blow open in the wind. So we keep, no joke, thank you, Adam NXX7. Well timed. We literally keep a cinder block in front of that door, just so it's not blowing open in the wind, because we don't keep it locked all the time because we're here. But a whole cinder block holding the door shut, and there was a gust of wind so strong that it blew the door wide open. The cinder block slid across the floor. I had to move a whole bunch of stuff in front of it for the rest of the storm. Really wild. Alright, now we're going to go ride one of my favorite rides in the park. I love the way the queue on this looks. Those sloping walkways to get up. I love that. Very, very Disney. The sound effects coming from it that sound like Star Tours and a little bit like Galaxy's Edge. Love that. I'm also a big fan of like slow-moving, non-thrill rides. You know, it's one of the reasons that I love Epcot so much. You know, there's a few thrill rides there now, but it's not what they're famous for. Bobby Gilbert redeemed top 5 list. Oh my goodness. Okay, while this ride happens, let's top 5 something. I'm gonna put it to the chat. We're gonna do a quick poll. We're gonna do a poll to see what top 5 list I do. Because it's theme park night, we'll keep it theme park related. Let's see. Ooh. All right, we're doing a just a quick little 3-minute poll. Go ahead, answer the poll. It's going to be right up top of the chat there. And this is to do the top 5 list Bobby Gilbert just redeemed. They're all theme park related. I'm gonna do my top 5 of one of these. We got defunct Disney rides. We got theme parks I visited. We got Disney park snacks and Disney park hacks. Joey Nails is going to be sad he's not here. He and I have talked. He's planning to do a Disney trip sometime soon, and I may have him on a stream. And I'm gonna play one of the walkthrough games where I can go wander the Disney parks and give him some tips and tricks. We got eight folks in the chat and only 2 votes so far in the poll. We gotta have a winner here, folks. We gotta have a winner for the top 5 list. We got defunct Disney rides. We got theme parks I've visited, theme parks or Disney park snacks, and Disney park hacks. What do you want to hear my top 5 list? We are waiting in line forever for this ride. It is a slow-moving ride, so it takes some time. There we go. Now we're walking up. Let's go. All right, we're up to 4 votes in the chat. If you're holding out and you don't like the way the poll is going, now is the time to vote. Democracy in action. I love democracy. I am the Senate. I should let everyone know, if there are particular bit alerts that you really enjoy on the channel, you should trigger them as much as you can, because some of them are going to be going away. Some of them are going to be going away because they've been getting me copyright trouble over on YouTube. So some of them are gonna be sunsetted, as we say, and replaced with other things. I do have some cool ideas for some new bit alerts that are going to go in. I just have to have the time to do all of that. All right, we're watching the last of the time in the poll go down. It looks like we're going to be doing Disney park hacks. Yeah, I know, Adam, but some of the things I do are like, it's like whole scenes from TV shows. Some of them have songs that are copyrighted. I will say the most popular bit alerts do not get me any trouble. I don't have any trouble from Stanley Spadowski or from Ratlin Bog. I believe I'm a Monster gets me in trouble. But I might keep it anyway, and just that one's okay because it's pretty short. All right, the poll has ended. The people have spoken. We are listing the top my top 5 Disney park hacks. All right, number 1. I mean, they're not in any order, but the first that I'm going to list. This is important. Okay, they make most cell phones now. Most cell phones are waterproof, water resistant, but you can't always trust it, right? Even if it's in a waterproof case, you can't totally trust it. And at some point, you're going to go on Splash Mountain. And when you do, your socks are going to get wet. Your phone's going to get wet. There's a lot that can go wrong. Your glasses, if you're like me, glasses get wet. You never really get them really clean the rest of the day unless you bring some wipes. Maybe you should bring some wipes. But what I do is I bring just a regular empty sandwich-sized Ziploc bag. And before I go on those rides, I go sit down, I take my socks off, I put them in the bag, I take my phone, I put it in the bag, and then I go on the ride. When I get off, you only got to sit on the bench for a minute and your feet totally air dry. I throw the socks back on. I'm nice and dry, no chafing, no blisters, and my phone is dry. So just pack a Ziploc bag. Super easy. Super easy, right? Okay, next thing. Not every meal has to be expensive. You don't have to go sit down and have a big meal every time you're hungry. In Adventureland, in Disneyland, or in Magic Kingdom, in Adventureland, there's a little booth that sells. I mean, you would sort of look at it and say like, oh, these are like the healthy snacks for like parents who want to buy healthy snacks for their kids, right? And that's kind of what it is. Like they sell pineapple spears and these great big dill pickles, and they're all just on ice. They're cold, and on a hot day, they're so good. And everything you're eating in the park all day is like something with a bunch of meat in it, or something with a bunch of sugar in it, or it's something fried. And occasionally, you want a piece of fruit, you want a piece of vegetable, you want something that doesn't make you feel terrible. So that's a great alternative, and something I can't recommend enough. So that's two. My third hack is also about staying cool. Know the places where you can take a rest. Like you don't to rest at these theme parks isn't a matter of like not doing anything, right? You don't have to go back to the hotel and lay down. There's other stuff you can do. You can go up Main Street, you can go to the Main Street Theater, and you can watch Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. You can sit through that for 15 minutes in the air-conditioned theater. If you're in Magic Kingdom, you can go to Tomorrowland. You can go to the Carousel of Progress. It's a 20-minute show, air-conditioned, and it's entertaining, and you just sit back and relax. You're out of the sun. You're inside of a show. If you need a really long one, say you're in Epcot, you've been walking through the heat. The Americas Pavilion, they got the American Adventure animatronic show. Air-conditioned, beautiful theater. Great for catching a little bit of sleep if you're anything like me. I tend to doze off. Even the Tiki Room, a perennial favorite of mine that I adore. I'll doze off during the Tiki Room a little bit. Look, okay? I'm just one guy, okay? So let's see, what was that? That was tip number 3. Tip number 4, learn where the lesser known about bathrooms are. There's a great bathroom around the backside of the Imagination Pavilion in Epcot that is huge. It is unchanged since the 80s when it was built. So it's like a throwback, even the old music, like it's the same music that's playing in there. And it is I've never seen another person in there. It's just empty and quiet. Similarly, there is a bathroom attached to the Tiki Room in Disneyland in California that is basically like no one ever goes there. Just it's never in use. So like learn where the lesser used bathrooms are. You can look them up online. People sort of talk about them, but you know, just figure that out ahead of time. It's going to save you some headache. All right, we're going to ride the old Model Ts around here while I finish this list off. That was number 4. My last Disney park hack. Don't spend a ton of money on one of the expensive hotels. Okay, if you're like me, and you might be, if you're here watching my stream, you might be a bit like me. If you're like me, when I go to the parks, I am in it to win it. I am there for the theme parks, baby. Okay, I am there from rope drop until they kick me out of those doors. My hotel room is a bed I can lay down and sleep on, and a shower where I can clean up real quick. That's it. It is a utility and nothing more. So I get the cheapest hotels I can get at the Disney parks. The expensive hotels, you know, it's pretty well known, but they don't really advertise it. There's a restaurant there or a gift shop there at one of the cool ones that you really want to see, even a pool you want to use, you can just go to those hotels and use them. They call it resort hopping, and it's pretty common. Like I will often schedule an off day if I'm in the Florida parks in particular, and I will take one of the days to just go explore one of the cool hotels. The Polynesian is amazing. The Animal Kingdom Lodge is amazing. You know, they have some the Contemporary is incredible. You know, with the huge Mary Blair mural. We went and saw that last time. So like, you know, don't spend a ton of money on the expensive hotel. Get the cheap hotel. Save your money. Save your money for the parks. Get back to your hotel, take your shower, get some sleep, and then get your ass back in the parks. You flew all that way. You didn't fly all that way to sleep in a fancy hotel room. You got a comfortable bed at home. You got a TV at home. You're spending time in the hotel room? What are you doing? Come on. So that's my top 5 list, and that was pretty in depth. Like I gave like big long descriptions for each one. So yeah, hope that's worth the Perry bucks that were spent, Mr. Bobby Gilbert. Thank you. This ride's awesome. Like, this is, you talk about underrated. Like, little rides like this rule. Look, see, this kid's having a blast. Having an absolute blast. So let's see, we got 6 of us here hanging out. I'm willing to bet that Ryan Nickabeens are hanging out, getting ready for their trip in the morning, probably packing. And I know we got Adam NX67. Bobby Gilbert was here. Max has been in and out. I know Joey Nails was here for a bit. Let's talk stream plans. You know, I've been kind of thinking next week we might do something else in place of Planet Coaster. We're not abandoning Planet Coaster. I'm thinking I want to switch things up a little bit. You know, the Workshop Wednesday we're probably gonna keep because I have a bunch of toy projects and stuff to work on. But you know, I've been thinking we should switch things up. I used to switch things up all the time. I would do different games every single week. But you know, next week maybe we break out the Epcot sim. We've been building our own park. Maybe it's time to go look at one of the others. Maybe we break out Disneyland Adventures and we go explore the park. You know, failing that, like, I have whole games I've not even touched yet. Psychonauts 2 has been sitting on my computer untouched thus far. We haven't done Monster Trucks in like a month or two. Maybe we need to do a little of that, you know? You know, I haven't played Wreckfest in forever because it doesn't like to behave very well on my computer, truth be told, but yeah, lots of stuff we could do. We could maybe I'll put a poll over in the Discord, and we'll see if anyone thinks maybe we switch things up. Yeah, exactly. We do Perry tracks over on BeamNG with Adam NX67 keeping the times for us. Maybe we do that. You know, a lot of different options. Maybe you know, Joey Nails has Monster Jam Showdown, and we've done some online multiplayer together. Maybe we get Joey Nails on the horn, and he and I race a little bit. You know, maybe we do something like that. You know, I've just been thinking, you know, occasionally we want to switch things up a little bit. Silk Song's been going really well. I'm feeling pretty good and addicted to that, so I don't want to pull that one from the usual rotation. Johnny Torres and I are a number of weeks away from probably switching up what we do on the co-stream on Thursdays. We've been talking about possibly kicking off a little Stardew Valley, and working on a little homestead, a co-op homestead together there. You know, lots of different things we could try there. Bobby, I will never play Fortnite again. That game is a cancer. I played it one time on stream, and it did horrendous things to my computer and has left malware everywhere. The company is run by things I can't even say about the guy, but he's a nutcase, Trumpy, pedo-loving Nazi fuck. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy in that game. Sorry. I went on a whole rant there, not fully necessary. But yeah, no, Fortnite is a non-starter for me. Will never happen. And I will bury that game to anyone who will listen. Yeah, Silk Song's a lot of fun to watch. It's super fun to play. The guy who runs Fortnite is a very bad person. Terrible, terrible guy. And I before I knew that, they did the Disneyland Island a little while back, and I was like, oh, cool, I'd play that. I played it for one stream. Didn't enjoy playing it, first of all. Like, it was just not, I didn't enjoy it. But then it also, like, when you download their stuff on a PC, it's just loaded with terrible malware that worms its way into your computer and tries to ruin everything. It took me like days of trying to uninstall garbage from that. Yeah, just a terrible, terrible game and a terrible company run by a terrible human. Yeah, the game, and that's, to me, like, that's, you know, maybe not the most egregious part, but maybe the most telling part was the game did nothing for me. Like, it just wasn't fun. You know, I just didn't like it. But I also, you know, a lot of Fortnite's running around and shooting people, and I do have a no gun violence policy on the stream. Who are like mild, you know, I do bend the rules a little bit if it's like particularly fantastical and not very real. Ugh, yeah, Mr. Beast. Yo, when Kenny Omega said that he thinks we're just a couple years off from the main event of WrestleMania being Mr. Beast versus Logan Paul, I felt so nauseous. Like, I don't think he's wrong. I just hated hearing it out loud. I love a goofy little ride like that. Lovely. It's like Mr. Toad's. That's what this feels like. These cars feel like Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. All right. Let's see here. What have we not ridden? What have we not tested out? I think we've done most of the cool ones. I kind of want to see, like, I mean, I see the train going around. It seems like it's popular. I don't like that it always gets stuck up here and has to sit for a while. I don't like that. But I get it. Like, it's the way the ride works. Love that we filled that with trees. That was a cool move. That was just a spur of the moment thing. I forgot we made a lobster out of rocks last week. Ridiculous. All right, let's hop in line and we'll go ride this thing. Kenny is pulling, oh yeah, where he foretells the future, yeah. I was like, Kenny's pulling a Simpsons, what's that mean? And then instantly it clicked. Yeah, you know, the problem for me, like, it's so weird, like, actively being a part of pro wrestling. I don't really watch any of the companies. Like, I see a little bit of what goes on with the Joshis, just because I watch Frank Howley's streams. And then I guess I, like, peripherally I get a little of what's going on in the companies via social media, but that's really about it. Let's see, I'm checking out who's streaming because pretty soon we're gonna have to, because I got a fake tan tonight, we're gonna have to hop off and why does it say I've only been, okay, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to hop off pretty soon and go raid somebody, you know, spread the love, spread the fun, get some folks hanging out. Let's see, Park and Hobbers playing Persona 5 Royal. There's a Tuesday Night Joshi on DJ Ansi, but he always goes off right as I'm coming on. Frank Callie's playing Samson. Mega64 says just chatting, but then it says PS1 Hellzone playing randomly generated. Oh my god, what are they doing? Randomly generated PS1 games. That might be what we jump to. Oh my goodness. That sounds crazy. And it's Johnny, their head of production, watching that, so. Yeah, Mizuki versus Giant Panda is pretty awesome. Man, this ride rules. I can't believe we hadn't found this earlier. Yeah, I guess my general aversion to, like, roller coasters kind of slowed me down on it. It's not that I don't like roller coasters, it's just like, you know, when I go to parks, I'm not like a thrill ride guy. Like, I go on them and they're fun and I like them, but I don't seek them out. You know, they're not where my heart is. Maki is killing it in Stardom. Maki's doing great in Stardom. I always enjoy the silliness. To me, silliness was what made, you hear everyone talk about how much they miss like the Attitude Era and stuff. Really going back and watching it, a lot of it's not very good. But the stuff that was silly was what made it exciting. DX was a comedy gimmick. I mean, not even just in the like PG rehash version that Shawn and Hunter did years later, but the original was comedy. There was the Job Squad, big part of the Attitude Era. That was a comedy gimmick. I think it's important. Yeah, I really, I'm the Attitude Era was awesome when I watched it, but it's important to note I was between the ages of 12 and like 13. The Attitude Era didn't last that long. I was like 12, 13, 14. I was exactly the age that, this, edgelord Attitude Era nonsense seems cool. So, like, for me, that's fairly forgivable. Okay, the sun's starting to go down, so I want to get over and I want to do this ride before we call it a stream. Because, we've been waiting to see what this looks like in the light. Oh yeah, the sun's going. Come on, let's load up and ride this thing before the sun rises again. Let's see. First wrestling crush was Deborah. When I was little, I always looked at Deborah and thought she looked like an old woman. Her and Sable. When I was a kid, I was like, why are they old? I was more about Sunny. I mean, now, of course, as a grown-up, I realize none of them looked old at all. They all looked incredible. Yeah, Mankind became a comedy gimmick. Kane became a comedy gimmick. Ah, the sun came up already. I wanted to see this in the lights. Boo. Ah, well. Here we go. I never pick the person who wins. I always pick someone who ends up like in dead last. Come on. You start the turn on the outside, then you hug the inside. Come on. Start tight and end high. Come on, let's go. Bobby says my first wrestling crush was Victoria. There was a time when I considered using her finisher. Because of my hairline looking ridiculous. I thought using a move called the Widow's Peak would be pretty funny. Ultimately, I decided I didn't want to... I wouldn't have many opponents that would want to take that bump on their knees. So... And I'm big. No one wants to see me bump with the guy. They want to see me chuck somebody, Yeah, great entrance. Did we just... Okay, we got one person ahead of us. I was like, did we somehow end up in first? I never pick the person who wins. We only get the... Okay, we got one more lap. Come on. Come on. We can pass this person. Let's go. Come on. I'm invested now. She uses it in 2K26. Oh, that's awesome. Yo, New Gen era ruled. If you want to talk about a great era for tag teams, New Gen was a great era for tag teams. The Smoking Guns, the Godwins. You had Bob Holly and 1-2-3 Kid were a great team at the time. I'm trying to think who else. Men on a Mission. Who was left? Because even right before that, the golden era, you had some incredible tag teams: Legion of Doom, Natural Disasters, Demolition. All right, we're out of there. All right, we are going to call that a stream, folks. This has been a blast hanging out. Wishing safe travels to Nika Beans and Encrypted Cryptid. Encrypted Beans, safe travels out to Vegas for Mania weekend. They're headed out. They're going to Effie's Big Gay Brunch. Very jealous. I've never been to one. I believe going to some other shows and doing some other things while you're out there. We're going to have to hear all about it when you get back. I'm really looking forward to it. Post some pictures in the Discord while you're out there. Let us know what you're up to. We're very excited for you. Day Without Darkness, thank you for hanging out tonight. Bobby Gilbert popping the top 5 list. Adam NX67 popping the keeping me hydrated, reminding me that I needed beverage. Joey Nails popped in a bit earlier with some bits. It was a great time. And now we are going to go raid. I think we should raid Mega 64. Because Johnny, the head of production over at Mega 64, is playing a fun little simulator that randomly generates PS1 games. I'm kind of beside myself and even wondering what that's like. So I want to see it. So we're gonna check that out because that seems really cool. So join me over there when we hop in. Hit him with some Perry emotes. Say hello. Engage. Johnny's very cool. He's got a great podcast with their other head of production, Meg, called Charisma Vacuum. Super fun. And on our way out here, I'm gonna hit us with a little NKOTB on the way out the door. Here it is. So I will see you all tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. We are going to be making fresh Youngman Pogs and Slammers, because these Slammers are coming out awesome. They're looking good, real promising. So I'll see you then.